always online. Grab your headphones, let's review time. Music's the love and it's divine. Laughs and insights mixed like wine. Every song and every beat, they analyze, they can't be beat. Tuning in on the socials neat. Join the fun and take your seat. If music's your thing, come along. Hear Amanda sing her song. Chris brings the notes all day long. Together they make us strong.
Well, good morning, everybody. What's going on? And welcome to another episode of Chris and Amanda's Song Swap Showdown. And right now, I am realizing that my mic is actually not working at the moment. Wow. Okay. Hold on here. I actually have no mic going on here. Let's see. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's start this over again. 3, 2, 1. What's going on, everybody? Good morning and welcome to Chris and Amanda's Song Swap Showdown, as we do here every single Monday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube, Facebook, and, of course, Radio Garden State. Want to welcome everybody who's tuning in right now. I see a bunch of you guys all tuning in here on the live feed, and, of course, I see a bunch of you jumping on Radio Garden State as well. And yeah, got a couple of technical difficulties here this morning, but we are going to get the show rocking and rolling. Amanda was here. Her internet connection, as everybody knows, sometimes is a little spotty. She's out there in Michigan, in Ida, Michigan, where the internet is sometimes works and sometimes doesn't work. So she's trying to reboot her modem at the moment so she can jump on or jump in on via her phone. So hopefully we'll have Amanda here very, very shortly. And of course, you know, I'm having all kinds of like little audio issues here myself. So, but it looks like I'm working it all out. Oh, I just saw Amanda pop in. So let's see what's going on here. Let's see. I see her. There she is.
I'm so sorry. I pay way too much for internet to have this be an issue.
I was going to say, I think your phone seems to be like the better way to get onto the show these days.
It's so disappointing. I'm so sorry. This is just not how we like to do a show.
That's okay, because this morning I just started up and my mic was like not even working, and I had to like unplug it and plug it back in live on the air here. So, you know, this is what happens, guys. So this is like my first time kind of being back in my actual studio, because I'm able to walk up and down the stairs again from my total knee replacement surgery I've had now 3 weeks ago today, and
Woo!
I'm able to walk up and down the stairs with my cane very slowly, and I was like, I was determined to do the show from the studio, but I neglected that I had to put everything kind of back together after I kind of took it apart and brought it downstairs. So I had everything in a bag, a tote bag, actually. I brought everything in this tote bag that I'm showing, and I was carrying everything because I was walking up the stairs with the cane and my coffee and this bag with all the components I needed to bring up here and then hook back up to do the show. And apparently I didn't plug something in enough, so I had to like do the old, oh well, let me just try plugging in and plugging it back in, and lo and behold, there we go. So it's a great way to start a morning show here on Song Swap Showdown. And of course, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're able to make it on, even if it's on your phone. You're here.
I'm here. I'm present. And I have all of my notes. So I really am excited to get into like the songs today. And if my internet is trying to prevent that, I'm going to be real angry.
Yeah. And Ian is saying a slightly late Amanda is always better than no Amanda at all. Look at that. Love you.
I love
Ian.
it.
Thank you.
And
Dave,
you know,
yeah, Dave, I love the jukebox opening. So do we, Dave. Thank you, Randall, for that one too.
For sure. And you know what I really love is today, I can't see the comments anymore now that I'm on my phone, but
I know
they were having like a conversation for Friday at 5 minutes before we even went live. Like, I love this community so much.
Yeah, I love it too. I haven't even gotten a chance because I was so busy trying to set up everything. Because I was like, oh, I got enough time, and I'm like, wait, what? Why did I start this like a half an hour ago? Like I should have made my trip up here a little bit earlier.
Well, the confidence,
Yeah.
the confidence.
So with so with Dave saying good morning, state switchers, and if you haven't guessed, today's theme is all about songs about U.S. states, whether the name is in the title or the song is just about a U.S. state. Somehow, some way, a U.S. state is mentioned in the song.
Indeed.
Even if it's not about the state in particular, there's some kind of an ode or a line made to that U.S. state. So, Man and I have selected 3 songs for each other that we think we're going to get good ratings on. At least I know I'm getting good ratings for sure.
Or will you be?
Or will I be?
Dun,
So,
dun, dun.
dun, dun, dun. So, guys, if this is your first time checking out Song Swap Showdown, well, like the name suggests, Amanda and I each swap 3 songs with each other that we may or may not have heard before, and we rate those songs on a scale of 1 to 5 records, with 1 being a skip.
Get out of here.
Skip it. Skip. 1 note, skip. That's it. Done. Can't stand it. Don't like it. Get out of my world. Get out of my life. Like a misbehaving baby chick.
Oh my gosh. And a misbehaving baby dog who's yelling at me because he wants to get on the couch.
Yeah. Yeah, which is what my dogs have been doing since I've been doing the show from downstairs. I had both dogs laying on me for like the last 2 episodes. Oh, jeez. All the way up, though, to guys, the 5 records which is heavenly music to our ears. That's right. That is a 5-record song, a song going on our eternity playlist. That's right. That's a 5-record tune. So
Sure is.
that's the game of Song Swap Showdown. Feel free to play along at home with all your friends and family as we go through these songs. And you guys let us know what songs should have made our playlist, what would have been on your playlist. Let us know in the comments. And of course, if you're listening to this on any of your audio platforms like Spotify, you could drop comments in after the show. We love reading them, so please do that. And of course, on YouTube and Facebook, we just love the comments, especially on YouTube. So keep those coming, because the more comments on YouTube, the more people see this video. That's for sure. We love it. We love it. And so, too, while you're over there, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because that is a great way for other people to discover the show and shows that you like what we're doing here. So hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you get notified when we go live, when we drop new videos, which we try to do each and every week here on YouTube. And, of course, hit that follow button wherever you listen to this on your favorite podcast platform. And make sure you follow Radio Garden State, which we broadcast live now. Almost an entire year we've been broadcasting live here on Radio Garden State.
Oh, crazy.
On the airwaves. So make sure you follow Radio Garden State on all social channels. And keep it tuned to Radio Garden State all day long for all kinds of great music and great live shows all day long. So many other better live shows than this, I can promise you. I promise you. More live shows that have their act together.
I mean, that's just the risk of going live, but it's okay. We get through and we're going to have a good show.
Yeah. No, so let's do it, guys. So we got 6 great songs to talk about. 3 songs I picked, 3 songs Amanda picked. Let's dive in.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda, who's going first this week? Should I go
You know
first?
what? I'm gonna go with your first song first. Is that okay?
You're gonna dive in. Dive straight in. Head first. Let's do it.
Songs to me, because I find this song very interesting. It is Meet Me by the River's Edge by the Gaslight Anthem.
That's right. New Jersey's very own the Gaslight Anthem.
And you know what I find very suspicious about this one? Is if you're a longtime listener of our show, it is no secret that Chris Baglio is not the biggest of Bruce Springsteen fans.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't consider myself
You're not
Bruce
a hater.
Springsteen fan, but I'm certainly not a hater at all.
You're not a hater. I feel like you can appreciate it, but it's not that you love his music. Yet, as soon as I heard this song, I was like, this is Bruce Springsteen-esque.
Yes. Gaslight Anthem have a very heavy Bruce influence, and for sure. And of course, the vocalist, he does Brian Fallon's his name, and he's got a very just that's the way he sings. And Bruce has collaborated with him on songs, and he jumps up on stage with them when they play. And they everybody talks about the Misfits and Bruce and Bon Jovi and all the big names. But I gotta tell you, Gaslight Anthem's like should be right there because these guys have had a very great career here in New Jersey, and I've actually gotten a chance to play with the drummer way back in the day in the hardcore
Wow.
scene. Everybody has hardcore and punk roots in this band, so it's it goes all the way back in time to the Jersey scene. So it's
back in the day.
But I'm glad these guys have become as popular as they have and as all the success they've had. I actually saw them play with the Misfits 2 years ago, so they were great. They sounded awesome.
The Misfits.
Their song "Howl" is actually the New Jersey Devils' goal song. When the Devils score, they play "Howl."
So funny.
That's their goal song. Even though
I was just a little surprised that this landed on your list. But
you shouldn't be.
What?
I'm a Gaslight Anthem fan. I like these guys a lot. They're a great band.
And this is coming off of their 2008 album, The 59 Sound. And
breakthrough record. That was the breakthrough record.
That's less than 20 years old. So I feel like it's getting harder and harder to have songs on this show that are not more than 20 years old. So it was fun to see that. And I wrote down the lyrics because I really liked "Our father's factories marked our cards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Eden burned against the stars." And I was like, ooh, that's so interesting because we are in Michigan here. We've got like the big three, right? We're very industrial in so much of the state, factories for cars. We have Detroit there. And so I feel like so many people's past were stamped by like stamps. Their futures rather were stamped by their father's legacy within some factories. And so I don't know, I felt like there was a lot of really interesting lyrics to this. I am a Bruce Springsteen fan. Like I don't love him, but I can really appreciate his music and I very much like it.
I mean, I like there's a lot of Bruce songs I do like, and I am particularly a fan of his early the first few records. I really am. I've never been to a Bruce concert. I'm not like, I gotta go see his tickets. I love Stevie Van Zandt. I think I love Stevie Van Zandt. Like, that's a guy I respect them all, but Stevie Van Zandt is the man. So, just gonna say.
So I like this song. Is it my favorite of the three? No. Where did you think this one would rank in my song choices?
I don't know. I mean, I know that it's got the Bruce sound, and I know you're kind of, you kind of dig Bruce, but I wasn't sure where it would rank. I just thought, I thought you might really like the lyrics because I like Brian Fallon is a very good lyricist. And I love how his lyrics always paint a picture and tell a story, and they're so relatable. Like, you go, oh my God, like I totally get like what you're talking about. Like, you just like you found stuff to relate to. Like, I just like that about him. He's just got that, like a lot of people like Bruce, like it's, very blue collar kind of thing. And people can relate to how Bruce tells stories. I like Brian Fallon's lyrics a lot, and the tone, the band, and what they do is great. And of course, they do mention California on here, and they got that great line about seeing the stars in California. And I'm like, because that's one of my favorite things about. I love California. I love going there. It's now been like maybe like I don't know. It's getting on like maybe 7 years or since I've been in California, or maybe 6 years. And I love Southern California. Love it, love it, love it. And so there's a few songs on here about California, but I just was like, I thought the song would be a good one to make my playlist, and I was like, I don't think you've heard Gaslight Anthem before, and I thought you might appreciate the tune, so that's why I landed it on there. I thought it was a good opener to my playlist today.
I think it was because this is a spoiler alert. This was my second favorite, so I'll let you guys fill in the blanks if the next song with the next two songs, which one's first, which one's third.
Yes.
But I like this. So let's play a little bit of this for those who may have not heard it. I'm suspecting many have not heard this, and you probably play this often on the radio, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, I play a lot of Gaslight Anthem. I mean, we actually have Gaslight Anthem blocks here on Radio Garden State just because, once again, they're a band that has really left a mark here on New Jersey, and they've got so many great songs. And this song is actually just more of an album cut than it is like a single. So it makes it even better. And this whole record is great, the 59 sound. So anyway, yeah, let's play a little bit. Here's a little bit of Meet Me by the River's Edge by the Gaslight Anthem.
Yeah.
See, I've been here for 28 years, pounding sweat beneath these wheels, tattooed lines beneath our skin, no surrender, my Bobby Jean. I've been here for 28 years, pounding sweat beneath these wheels. We tattooed lines beneath our skin, no surrender, my Bobby Jean. And we've been burned by all our fears, just from growing up around here. Our father's factories marked our cards, while Eden burned against the stars. And Sally said, I can't take no more regret. They cut us deep into our souls, came and climbed into our bed. And Sally said, meet me by the river's edge. We're gonna wash these sins away, or else we won't come back again.
Yeah, so, it's just a great song, and these guys have, like, really done a good job kind of, like, infusing, like, their punk and hardcore roots, but, like, that Americana sound, that it made Bruce so famous. And so it's, like, basically these guys took all their years of music, of playing in all these different bands coming up and everything that they are fans of, and, like, mashed it together, and you get the Gaslight Anthem. And I just think it's great because it's a good, to me, it's a great sound. I love it. So and they've continued to do it, and they keep putting out great music. And I love this song. I think this song's great, and it's just very endearing. And, and that's the thing. Like, he said, Brian Fallon wears his heart on his sleeve, so it's a good song. And I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, I mean, the song, is it's about the end of a relationship, and the lingering feelings afterwards is really what it's about at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I love it, and I like that it's like there's that one line, a farewell or a chance to say goodbye before moving on, like that Meet Me by the River's Edge. Like, it's just like, great. I don't know. There's a lot of romanticism about this song, like it sounds like it could have been taken from a novel.
Yeah, I feel like everybody, and there's a lot of songs that reference it. Like, everybody has a spot, like a location, like whether it's an inside joke or a place that you met or a place that you went to, a smooching spot, there's always these things. So I think when I heard the title, I was like, I just like extra points just for the title, in my opinion.
Nice.
All right. So where do I rate this song? I think.
Where do you rate it on a scale of 1 to 5 records? Where are you rating New Jersey's darlings?
Yeah. So this is not in the 4 record range for me. I'll be honest with that.
All right.
But it's a little bit higher than mid. So I'm going to give it a 3.5. It definitely
3.5 for New Jersey's very own. I guess. Guys. Okay, no, listen, it's fine.
It grew on me. It did.
Yeah.
I'll give it that, and it had a lot of good elements. I don't know. I do think I'll probably rank it higher as I listen to it more.
Yeah.
But it was a good song to have on this list. I appreciate knowing it, hearing it, being able to digest it a little bit. I don't know that this one has a place on a playlist for me, though.
Well, it may not. Maybe
I need a new playlist.
Maybe you need a new playlist. I think I should make you like an Americana.
Sure.
But I think that you would like these guys. I think you should dive into their catalog. I think that you would enjoy Gaslight.
They've got good energy. And so is Ian saying that he's giving it a 3.8 if I'm reading that correctly?
That is correct.
The text is like so.
I know it's tiny on your phone screen, but yes, Ian is giving it a 3.8. Oh no, your cord's in the coffee.
It's all right. Everything's fine.
So yeah, Ian's giving it a 3.8. How would you guys rate Gaslight Anthems? Meet Me by the River's Edge, and we'd love to hear from you guys. And I just want to shout out really quick. We have an old school friend joining us today. Across the Pond Sports Network, who we know, aka Mr. James.
Scott.
James Scott. How the heck are you? He coming in saying, I saw Bryan Adams last week. He was amazing. Who's your favorite live act? Who's my favorite live act? Oh my God, that is a loaded question, bro. We're gonna have That's going to be a
went-
top 10 list of things. And
Yeah, I can't even put a top 10 list together because I haven't seen that many people live, right?
you know
So
what?
it is you've seen hundreds of shows.
Hundreds of shows. I'm going to just, the first thing that comes to my mind, Van Halen. I sat fourth row. It was the greatest night of my life. So I'm just going with that.
Fourth row.
Sat fourth row.
How old were you when you had
That was
fourth row
on
seat?
the last, I guess, the last kind of live tour, because after that they kind of stopped,
Okay.
and then Eddie passed away. So
Yeah.
that was probably back in 2014, I think that was.
So recent-ish.
I think that was 2014. I sat fourth row. I was at Madison Square Garden. My God, it was great. I was blown away. Loved it. I loved every second of it. So,
Earplug era or pre-earplug era?
no earplugs. Come on, no earplugs. Just go. Let's go.
Fourth row, no
Let's go.
earplugs? Wow.
Let's
That's
go.
impressive.
I want to hear Eddie in all his glory. Yeah.
I can respect that, but
Yeah.
whew.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys let us know. What did you think of that song? So moving on to Amanda's
Yeah, and this is a recommendation
first
from
tune.
our good friend Dave when I saw it on his suggested songs. I was
Yes.
like, ooh, I dig this one. I'm
Yes.
going to throw it on my list. So thank you, Dave.
Yes. So song is called Tennessee Flat Top Box for all of you country fans out there that may know this one.
Country.
And we're not talking about the Johnny Cash version, actually. We're talking
No.
about the Rosanne Cash version. That's right.
Mhm.
The song was originally written and recorded by, of course, Johnny Cash. It was released as a single in 1961, reaching number 11 on the Billboard Country Singles Charts and number 84 on the pop charts. The song's name refers to a steel-stringed acoustic guitar. By the way, the B-side to this, when it was released by Johnny Cash, was Tall Men. For any of you historians out there, sometimes I get the little messages about you know what the B-side of this was? I'm like, no, but I'm saying it right there. So, but as far as the song goes, I mean, the song's a story about a little boy aspiring to be a country singer who starts his career at a local cabaret in South Texas border town. He has no physical abilities. His only ability is to play guitar, which he loves so much that making money is secondary to him. He becomes so popular that girls from there to Austin would secretly leave home and pawn jewelry for money to make the trip to hear him play. And all the girls from 9 to 90 were snapping fingers, tapping toes, and begging him, don't stop. Ultimately, he disappears from a local scene only to reemerge on television, having fulfilled his dream.
Isn't that fun?
Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? So Rosanne Cash's version of this song came out in 1987. Also, the B-side to this single was "Why Don't You Let Me Quit? Why Don't You Quit Leaving Me Alone?" Once again, for all you historians out there. But she recorded her version in 1987 on her album King's Record Shop, released in November '87. And this was the album's third single. It was also the third of 4 consecutive #1 country hits from the album, peaking in February of 1988. Randy Scruggs played acoustic guitar solos on it. She recorded the song at the suggestion of her then husband and fellow country singer Rodney Crowell.
Yep.
When she recorded the song, she was unaware that her father even wrote it.
Isn't that just so insane?
I find that very weird. How did she not know her father wrote that song? She assumed it was public domain.
Which, when I read that in my research, I was like, now how? So it made me question their relationship,
Yeah.
because there's no way you wouldn't know if your dad wrote a song and you just happen to be doing a cover of it. What?
Yeah, I find this very suspect. But Johnny later told Rosanne that her success with the song was one of his greatest fulfillments.
Isn't that sweet?
That is sweet.
Yeah.
The Rolling Stone Encyclopedia of Rock and Roll cited Rosanne's cover as a healing of her strained relationship with her dad. Following her father's death in 2003, Rosanne Cash performed the song during the Johnny Cash Memorial Tribute TV special. But yeah, I find it weird that she didn't know that was her. I don't know. Is it? I mean, am I overanalyzing it? Does anybody else think that's weird that she didn't know that? I don't know.
I immediately thought it was suspect. But when you look at the Johnny Cash catalog,
Right. I know it's
and
massive.
this was earlier in his career too, so I suppose, I mean, there could just be a level of like really a very innocent like truth to it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know, but I like her version. To me, her version is superior to Johnny Cash's. It's like he wrote it for her.
Well, Dave is coming in and saying Rosanne really brings a song to life.
Agreed, Dave. Agreed.
So Dave's coming in. All right, so let's listen to a bit of this. Some of the Rosanne Cash version of Tennessee Flat Top Box. Let's check it out.
Marty, bop into it.
Great record cover, by the way.
In a little cabaret in a South Texas border town sat a boy and his guitar, and the people came from all around and all the girls.
I mean, you could tell instantly it sounds like a Johnny Cash song.
Yeah.
We're slipping away from home and putting jewelry in hawk to take a trip to go and listen to the little dark-haired boy who played the Tennessee flat top box, and he would play. Well, he couldn't ride or wrangle, and he never cared to make a dime, but give him his guitar, and he'd be happy all the time. And all the girls from 9 to 90 were snapping fingers, tapping toes, and begging him don't stop, and hypnotized and fascinated by the little dark-haired boy who played the Tennessee flat top box, and he would play.
All right. Before we listen to the whole thing and we get dumped out on YouTube or Facebook.
You know what I like about this song is there's so much music to it where the music is what is shining. It's like as if
Yeah.
that little boy is playing during that part of the song. Like, and he would play, and you know, they allow that space for a little bit of a playing, you know, and so I just feel like that little boy is part of the song.
Yeah, you know what? I really like this song. I thought it was good. I mean, it sounds, I mean, if I didn't know the history of this song,
Mhm.
I would have thought immediately this is a Johnny Cash song, the way it is. I mean, Johnny has that, even the way, I mean, Rosanne Cash has her own style, obviously, but,
Yeah.
you know, Johnny Cash has his style and everything. This is like just screams Johnny Cash anyway. So, I mean, out of your 3 songs, this is my favorite. I'm just gonna
Really?
I'm just gonna say it right now. It's my favorite.
Okay.
I actually really enjoyed this song. I like the story of it. It's actually cute. Like
It's
you
cute.
know, yeah.
It is. Do you want to play a little bit of the Johnny Cash version just for fun?
Yeah. Let me
Do
cue
you-
that one up.
If you don't mind queuing it up, I think it will be a fun comparison, especially because it's daddy daughter. I think that's just kind of a fun element to it.
Yeah.
But his has life to it. But I agree with Dave so much. Like her version really does just elevate the story.
Yeah, let me. Okay, I got it queued up. Here we go. Let's
Thank
do a little-
you.
Let's do a little bit of the
Look
Johnny
at that man
Cash
in
version.
black.
Here's the Johnny Cash version. Just for comparison here. Out wet reverb's the best.
In a little cabaret in a South Texas border town sat a boy and his guitar, and the people came from all around, and all the girls
And all the
from
girls.
there to Boston were slipping away from home and putting jewelry in pocket to take the trip to go and listen to the little dark-haired boy that played the Tennessee flat top box, and he would play.
So that's a little bit of the Johnny Cash version there for you, for everybody out there, you know. So, listen, I like both versions. I like what Dave just said here. Rosanne sounds like she loves that fictional boy.
You know,
I
good
like
point,
that.
Dave.
That's a great point.
Because as a woman singing it, she could have been one of the fans
Yeah.
of that singer.
Dave is also saying if my dad had written 20,000 songs, I probably wouldn't know all of them. You know what? You're right. I mean, and I was just saying that. I mean, he was very prolific between his own songs and songs he covered. But
Yeah.
I mean, good point. I just, you know, I feel like that it's like, I don't know. I'm just like, wait, you don't know if that's your dad's song, but
I just feel like
I guess it's plausible, but I don't know.
it just shows that there may have been a significant lack of communication or checking in with dad and daughter.
Yeah,
You know,
I don't know. I feel like it's a
think
good. It sounds like a good marketing story, is what it sounds like. But
Ooh, as a marketing specialist over there, I can see that. Like it was PR, simply PR.
yeah, I don't know. It sounds cool to say it, but whatever. Hey, you know what? It might be true, or it might have an ounce of truth in it. I don't know.
Sure.
Who knows? Who am I? What do I know? I'm just a
Yeah,
guy who does a streaming radio show and did podcast every week. What do I know about anything?
What do we know?
Yeah.
So, okay, so you said this is your favorite of the three. So hopefully it's a decent-ish rating because that shows me an indication of what the other two songs are going to come in at.
And I agree with Dave. I do. I feel like that Johnny's version has a much more Western feel to it. Yeah, that super wet reverb with the guitar, like big time Western feel to it. No, I really like Rosanne Cash's version of it, and I love the album cover for this for her record.
I do too.
It's so cool. Like
I
wish I could do anything that cool. Would be I'm like, she just looks dope. Like it's awesome.
Are cool, Chris
the faded off, faded out like record store logo. Oh, the whole thing. It's great. So it looks cool. That adds to it. But no, it's a good tune. I mean, I like it. It's got a great feel to it. I would probably add that to a playlist for sure. It's very, I don't know. It sounds very American to me, and I love the story. It's such a relatable story. Like I wanted to be that kid. You know, I wanted to play guitar and have girls like me and become a famous rock star. Like I wanted all those things. So I relate to this 100%.
I like that.
So, you know, I'm not at a 5 record for this song, but it is very good, and I do like it a lot. And I hadn't heard it before today. Before the show, I should say today, because we listen to all the songs. But I hadn't heard it before you sent it to me. So all that being said, I'm going to give it a 4.3 records today.
Say that again, because I got kicked out for a second. How many records?
4.3.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah.
Higher. Now, I will say, I don't know which
4.3.
I don't know which one I thought may have been a favorite. You know what? I'm just going to be honest with this show. I stacked this because I like the songs. I like the songs this week. So I think I'm not surprised that maybe none of them are like your super faves. But I like that this is a 4.3.
Yeah,
I do.
I do. It's something that I like. I like the tune.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Now, moving on to your second song, To Me, which, spoiler alert, was the favorite of the three. Does that surprise you?
I'm not that surprised, actually, because I thought you'd find this song catchy. I feel like it has a lot of Amanda elements that you've grown to like from stuff that I've given you. Plus, you have given me some surprise indie type songs over the years.
This is true.
And so I felt like this would fit into the Amanda. It would nestle into the Amanda pocket.
Well done.
There's an Amanda pocket, guys. And having done this show with Amanda for 5 years, and maybe if you've been listening for 5 years, you guys know what I'm talking about. But there's an Amanda pocket of like sounds that if they all come together, you can like kind of nestle it right into her pocket.
You were so right. So
this song was
talking about?
put on here because of that.
California by Delta Spirit.
Yes. Yeah.
And I do think of this song because I know you really do like California.
I love California.
So like I did,
especially Southern California. I mean, I've been to San Francisco. I think San Francisco is beautiful. I'd like to explore more California, but man, I am in love with Southern California.
I know. It's like I feel like you leave a little bit of your heart every time like you tell me about it. So
I do. I never want to come home. I'm just ready to give up everything and stay there.
So expensive though. So when I saw that there was a California song on the list, I was like, that tracks. So it's part of your heart's there. So this is the thing about this song. Well, first of all, it's from 2012, so recent-ish. But, you know,
recent-ish.
Right? I know, I feel, but that's, wow. But you know what really set me off? I listened to this song, and I enjoyed it, but I watched the video.
Okay.
And I really like the video.
Wow. You know what? I actually hadn't watched the video in so long, I kind of forgot it. I know they play a little bit of it on Spotify. But
yes, but
it's just
the
been
wrong
years
part.
since I watched it.
So the part that loops on Spotify is like the end of the music video.
Yes,
So it doesn't
yes.
really give any like
No
leading up
context.
to it. No context. And so just to walk everybody through this video is, I mean, it makes sense because the lyrics are like basically like, I want you to go to California.
Yeah.
You know, it's this person is wishing the best for the person in California. Like, go to California, find your hopes, your dreams. You deserve that. So the video starts with like a group of friends. There's a couple guys, but the main character is this girl. This is the girl that should go to California, essentially. And they're in it. It's like in a group, just having fun, like doing some skateboarding, just doing young adult stuff. And then shows them like in this really cool tree house. So they climb up into this tree house, and as this video goes on, like the path that they're going isn't necessarily the best of one.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a fight, and so she kind of gets injured a little bit, so she's got like a bloody lip from this. And so after that, it shows her taking like a subway or train or whatever it would be home, but we don't know where she's going. And then it shows her like after she gets off of that, she's now like climbing up into the house that she snuck out of, essentially, and she came through a window. And it's like she's going back, she's like trading in her tree house for her house again. She takes a shower, she's taking off all of like her hair dye, and she's kind of becoming like her next season of woman.
Yep.
And then she sits down very, I'll use the word normally dressed because I don't have a better word, but in a like a white dress, and she sits down like with what it should be her mom and dad in a very traditional household. And it's like she sat down and she's finally going like, I deserve better. I am now going to be on a better path. And that's kind of how the video ends. But the Spotify loops at her at that table where she's all clean, and it just doesn't set the tone for all the song leading up to it. And so I think sometimes when you love someone enough, you let them go because you want them to become the better person that they deserve to be. And so I really just felt connected to this whole storyline, more so when I saw the video. And I don't usually always watch the music videos, but there was something about this that I was like, I'm going to watch it. And I'm so glad I did, Chris.
I'm glad you watched it too. I didn't even think about sending you the video. I mean, normally we just send each other the songs, you know.
Yeah, and then we do our own thing.
Yeah, exactly. And we used to watch videos a lot, but we otherwise that's why the show isn't 2 hours anymore. So otherwise I would say let's just watch the video here. But yeah, I mean the song. I mean, guys, if you've never heard the song before, and we'll listen to a little bit of it soon. But I mean, it was written by the band and released as a single 2 months prior to the album's release. It earned the band some of its first radio airplay and television appearances, and a music video for the song was filmed and released in 2012. It was written by Kelly Winrich, one of the members, about his girlfriend on the East Coast while he was living in California. After troubles and difficulties, they called it quits, and he wrote the song soon after. So there you go.
I mean, it fits.
Yeah.
And, you know, you don't have to have a bad breakup.
No.
Sometimes you just grow apart, and it's okay.
Yeah, you can. It is definitely okay. And Ian is saying story time with Amanda is great.
I felt like it was very long and drawn out. I apologize, but I was trying to capture all my thoughts.
Dave, Delta Spirit, knows Delta Spirit. My favorite Delta Spirit song is People Come On, and I also like Telling the Mind. So, all right, well, let's listen to a little bit. There's so many comments that have come in. I'm like, I can't even like read them all. It's so
sorry, I can't help with that.
It's nuts. And then I know Dave and Ian rated stuff like Flat Top Box. I think Ian had given it a 3.5, by the way.
Like it.
And David given it a 5.0 from him. I know we're behind, guys. I apologize. We're like trying to cruise through the show today.
So sorry.
All right, here we go. Let's listen. I feel all over the place today. All right, let's listen to a little bit of California by Delta Spirit. I love this song. Love that sound.
Okay, sure. I'm out.
Bye.
want you to find whatever your heart needs.
Bye.
I want you to move to California for yourself, but not for me. I want you to go out there and find somebody else. I want him to treat you like I know he should. I want you to find somebody new for yourself, if not for me.
This is Amanda's favorite part right here. She likes to ooze in the ahs.
Love oohs and ahs.
All right. So that's a little bit of California Delta Spirit for you guys out there, so you can check that out. And by the way, all these songs are curated on our Song Swap Showdown 2025 playlist. So just head over to Spotify and you can hear all these songs in their entirety. You could listen to them in their entirety.
And that has now officially 5 hours and like 30 minutes worth of listening.
Yeah.
So enjoy.
Enjoy.
So when you listen to that song, there's really like not much to it. Like if we're being honest, like there's not a ton of lyrics, but they're good lyrics, you know. And I think like I want you to find somebody who treats you like you deserve, essentially. So it's good. But again, that music video. So I'm gonna give 2 ratings.
Okay, 2 ratings.
2 ratings. One for like we used to do in some of our videos.
Okay.
One for the song, one for the video. So I think the song alone is like a 3.8er. Okay.
3.8er. Okay.
But I think if you add that with the video itself, I just think pairs so great. Whoever decided like how to be theatrical with it and write that script did such
probably
a good
the director
job. Like bravo. I'm giving the video itself like a 4.5 because I really think it ties it all together so beautifully.
Well, then, guys, listen, go find the Delta Spirit music video for California, and we can actually put this in the show notes, too, so that way you guys can grab it there. So check the show notes for the link to Delta Spirit, California, and see if you agree with Amanda. Is it a 4.5 on a music video? Is it higher? Is it lower? Also, do you agree with her rating of the song? 3.8. Ian is saying a 3.5 for Delta Spirit.
Okay, so
3.5.
very similar.
Yeah.
We're in the same ballpark.
Same ballpark. So everybody else, let us know what you think of the Delta Spirit California scale of 1 to 5 records. So, all right, moving on. Amanda, your second song to me is the first time we've ever had a Marie Osmond song. Never have had an Osmond song on this show ever.
No.
In the 5-year history. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't like Marie Osmond. We just haven't ever had one. And I'm surprised it actually took this long to get an Osmond song from you.
Agreed.
I know that you like the Osmonds.
Yeah, they're fun. Not much
they're
to
fun,
like.
right? And I know that that's very much Amanda's speed is the Osmonds. It's very safe. It's very safe.
This song
very safe music
is very much on this list for me this week.
Yeah, so this is Meet Me on Montana, by the way, by Dan Seals and Marie Osmond. So it's a little duet there. Meet Me in Montana was a song recorded back in July of 1985. And it's very 80s sounding, by the way. This, to me, I didn't even have to look at it, and I go, this is from the 80s. It's the lead single off of Seals' album, so of Dan Seals' album. Won't Be Blue Anymore, and a second single from Osmond's 1985 record, There's No Stop in Your Heart. Look, 2 records dropping in 1985, and both dropping the same song on their record.
Love it. And both
don't see that
doing
a lot.
And it did very well.
The song was written by Paul Davies, who would later have a duet success of his own with Marie Osmond, You're Still New to Me. Do you know that one? You know that song?
I know it. I just have to like put it on.
Okay.
You know,
put it on.
Just have to put it on to like stir the brain.
Well, this was a #1 song, reached #1 on Billboard magazine Hot Country Singles for 1 week.
1 week?
Hey.
I'll take it.
#1. #1 is #1.
I don't care how long. Yes. 1 week.
Doesn't matter. You made it. #1. For 1 week in October of 1985, the single was the first chart-topping hit for Seals, and Osmond's was her second one. What was her second number one hit? Her first was Paper Roses back in 1973.
So good.
When performed live in concerts and Seals' death in 2009, Osmond's brother Merrill Osmond usually serves as a duet partner. The song refers to two lovers who go their separate ways to pursue dreams. Him to be a country music star. What a reoccurring theme here. And her to be a Hollywood actress. When both of them experience misery and failure, they decide that their best hope for their future is with each other in Montana. There you go. Montana. Isn't that where I don't know if that is that where that show with Kevin Costner takes place? Is that Montana?
Yellowstone,
or is that another, or is that Wyoming? Or I
think it is Montana.
Is it Montana?
Somebody correct us. I've even watched every episode. I don't know. I think it's Montana.
Yeah, I haven't. I started watching. I kind of fell off on it. But is that where the ranch is? Is Yellowstone in my in the show?
Real Yellowstone?
The ranch is Yellowstone in Montana. Yeah.
Pretty sure it's in Montana.
Yeah. By the way, Dave coming in with 3.6 for Delta Spirit, and he said 4.5 for Delta Spirit's people. Come on. So speaking of live concerts, so Donny Osmond twice. He's my darling bride's favorite. There you go. If Amanda is an Osmond fan, I don't know. Then there's no. Oh, then Dave, you're making Amanda jealous. I see. Okay, there we go. All right. Sorry, guys, we're getting flown off course. I'm letting the comments distract me here. But anyway, so I think Yellowstone's in Montana. Anyway, yeah, correct us, guys. All right, so let's listen to a bit of this from this 1985 country song.
The chorus just takes you away in this song.
See, I picture Amanda. See, when I hear this song, there's a couple images I have. I picture Amanda bopping around her house, playing with the baby chicks while the song is playing, and or being in pressed rows, walking around, just slightly adjusting everything while the song's playing. That's my image of Amanda when I hear this song.
Yeah, like I'm already doing it. I'm like, yes.
Right, yeah.
Give me a microphone. Let's just pretend I'm Marie.
You could be. You could duet the song in karaoke. You need a male partner.
A male partner for sure.
I'll do this with you.
Okay.
I'll do it with you. I could sing this.
I've been singing to every soul in Tennessee.
I think I could sing this. I think I could do this.
Awesome.
Nobody seems to listen. No one ever smiles the way that you do.
Yeah, everything about this screams 1985.
So I guess you'll never hear me on.
I'm surprised this hasn't been redone yet. This seems like it's due for an update, huh?
Yeah.
This crazy dream of
Buckle up,
mine.
everyone.
I'll hold you once more.
Here we go. Woo.
Would you meet me?
The harmonies are so good.
Montana. It's catchy.
I wanna see the mountains in your eyes. Oh, I've had all of this life I can handle.
Oh, so good.
Meet me underneath that big Montana sky.
Yes, that Montana sky.
So good.
I left home.
I love this.
I'll get a little bit Maria in there before we.
Yeah.
Looking for a park to play.
She's got a great voice.
Where you always said I had such a pretty face.
I love that. Like, he
Yeah.
told her she had a pretty face and it wasn't working out.
Not that pretty. 'Cause no one looks at me the way that you do.
Well, you'll always
All right.
be.
We're getting sucked in. This is what happens. And then we get dumped on streaming channels. So, all right, listen.
Because of Marie and Dan.
I just want to point out real quick before we move on. I do want to talk about how cool this album cover is too.
Oh,
I'm
goodness.
trying to make it big here, but it won't. For some reason, it won't get any bigger than this. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Like
Yeah,
for you
look at
guys
that.
watching the video version, this is a really guys look up the Dan Seals album cover for It Won't Be Blue Anymore, because I got to tell you, everything about this album cover is I wish I could be as cool as everything going on in this picture. Like even this awesome like I would like to live in a trailer. Like, this looks dope. And he's got the blue Chevy pickup. Like everything about this even for 1985, this image is still very cool. And I could never be as cool as anything going on in this picture. Just like the Rosanne Cash cover art with her just posing in front of some the record store and all that. Like I already forgot the name of the record, but like even that, there's not an ounce of cool I would love to have of any of this. So
And
this
look
is a
how-
great album cover. This is so
and-
cool.
And his name is so little.
It's so it doesn't because
It
you
doesn't
don't
even matter.
because it doesn't matter because it's so cool.
It's so cool. I agree. So
Don't need anything else. Yeah, Dan Seals
love
won't be blue
Dan-
anymore.
I love Dan Seals.
Look at this vest. The vest is cool. There's a lot of coolness going on.
Just take me back to the 80s. Take us back, Chris. Let's just go.
Let's just go. Anyway, I got to tell you. So, I mean, this was my second favorite song, even though it was your number two. Because I did like the Rosanne Cash. I really enjoyed that one. And this is my, because I got to tell you, Marie Osmond has a great voice, like, no doubt. Like,
Very clear.
As much as the Osmonds are kind of like, but she's got a great singing voice. And I actually feel like her paired with Dan Seals, they actually sound great together on this song. So
their harmonies are phenomenal.
I never heard this song before you shared it with me for the show, for our episode today. So this was like something new. I was very 80s sounding, but I enjoyed it, and it's catchy. It is catchy, and it's cute. It's sweet. It's a little sappy, but but it's you get sucked into it, and then I saw the album cover, and I'm like, man, look how freaking cool Dan Seals looks. Guy looks. It's very manly. I like it. It's very cool. He's just hanging out in his trailer in the middle of the desert with his blue pickup truck.
Meet me in Montana. That's what it's saying.
Yeah, meet me in He's got this cool vest on. Oh,
yeah,
pretty
we're
good
going to
look.
Montana.
See, he can pull off that look 'cause he's very tall and handsome. I'm like short, stocky Italian guy. I can't pull that off. That's why I'm like hoodies and baseball hats.
Not many men can.
No. You got to look like Dan Seals to pull it off. Anyway, all right, listen. I'm going on, rambling. Let's go. The rating I give for this song, I give it a 3.7, actually. I did enjoy it. It's a 3.7.
You know, that is higher than I thought I was going to get. So I appreciate that because I know it was very sappy, extremely 80s country.
It is, but you know what I got? I felt for the hook. The hook is good. It's got a good hook.
It is just like you want to go to Montana after this and see those big Montana skies.
Yeah. Dave saying 2.8 for Dan and Marie.
It's okay.
Ian saying a 3. The audience is not digging it. Not digging it.
It's okay.
Marie's a little bit country. She is. Yeah. My father coming in and saying I could see Robert Plant and Alison Krauss doing this song. Interesting.
So good.
Interesting duet choice there, Dad. I mean,
like a Brad Paisley, Alison Krauss, because they've done those. I like how you're thinking.
Yeah. We'd love to hear from you guys. Who would be a good duet to update this song? Yeah. Who do you guys think? Let us know in the comments, either now, live, or if you're listening on Spotify or later on YouTube and all that, post. Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Who do you think would be a good duo to do this song now? Because Meet Me in Montana, who would do it now?
It needs new playtime. That's what it needs.
It needs an update, right? It needs an update.
I like it. All right. So if my math be mathing correct, I'm on your third song.
You are on my third song.
And your third and final song to me, which was incidentally also my least favorite. And that's okay. That's okay. So Jersey by the Bouncing Souls.
Another New Jersey legendary band.
With it being my least favorite, it still doesn't mean it was bad. So this is coming off their 2006 album, The Gold Record. Like how like confident that you name a record, The Gold Record, like, and the story.
Because they can, because the Bouncing Souls are the shit. They really are. I mean, they are New Jersey punk royalty here. They are a very important band to New Jersey, by the way. They have influenced and inspired many, many bands across the world, the Bouncing Souls. And I know the Misfits and all that. Hey, the Misfits, rightfully so.
Sure.
Because they were first. But the Bouncing Souls, I've been seeing the Bouncing Souls since they were basically sounding like a Red Hot Chili Peppers, like funk band, all the way into like their progression into what they are. I've been seeing them since the early 90s, and they are phenomenal. They great songs. They're great guys. So down to earth. They do a ton for the state. They do a ton for community. They're a great band. Great band. And they always put on a fantastic show.
And I don't know a ton about them as far as their music catalog goes, so I don't know what's in their other songs. But I feel like this song tipped the hat beautifully to like where they came from.
Yeah, it
And
pays ode to their roots. You know?
yeah, and so I can appreciate that. That's probably why they're so well loved in the Jersey area, is because they know where they came from.
Yeah.
And I really like the lyrics. And the lines that really got me was, "Thanks for the music in our lives for helping us survive." When they're tipping hats to some of these musicians that they reference in this song, and I went, "Oh gosh," because how many times do we talk about that in our shows, that there's certain songs that pulled us out of a really hard time or takes us back to a really good time. Music is such a anchor for so many individuals. I would say most individuals. So I like that they captured that in the lyrics, because I think so many people can feel that and understand that.
100% agreed. Yeah, I mean it's all. I mean, this song is a staple in every set they always play. I mean, it's a must play song for them. And you know, Jersey pride, yo, Radio Garden State.
So yeah, like that was my notes on it. I feel like it was a pretty decent song. It does get catchy-ish. Like I feel like all these songs will just increase in the likability as I listen to them more, because I listen to our playlist often.
Yeah, our playlist
really
is pretty good. It's eclectic, but it's good, especially Sandcastles in the Sand. So,
well, you know what is so funny is when this one concludes on our playlist for this week, it goes into Sandcastle in the Sand. I was like, man, what a like just fun song.
What a banger transition.
Absolutely. Cracked me up every time.
It's the best. All right, guys. So here's a little bit of So Jersey by the Bouncing Souls for you. Great song. Yes. Immediately sounds Jersey.
The sun shines brightly on a Jersey afternoon.
That's right.
He walked in his parents' footsteps on his way home from school. Those ties that was so sweet also burned under his feet. Now he's ready to walk a path that is new, and he can't turn back. He can't turn back. He can't turn back. Burning through the clouds, he made it all alive, betting everything on himself tonight. Tonight.
Yeah.
She's driving down the shore on a Jersey afternoon. She's driving down the same old road her parents took her through. Hypnotized by those broken lines, broken records lost in time. She's turning down the road that he knows, and she can't turn back. No, she can't turn back. And she can't turn back. Stepping through the darkness into the light, betting everything on herself tonight. Tonight.
I want to keep listening. It's such a great song. And I love too, there's so many cool little elements in the song too. Like they have like that kind of the if you listen close, they have that excuse me, they have like the farfisa, like Hammond organ in there, which is like such a staple of like Jersey sound, like Bruce and Southside Johnny, like having piano like in, and they have that in the song, and it's like that's such a staple of like the big Jersey sound. So it's like little things like that, like musically, you go, man, this is just great. It's just it's a very nice tribute to New Jersey, and then also like where they came from, acknowledging those things, and there's a lot of nostalgia in this song. When
I hear this song, I feel like this is such a good anthem for seniors this time of year. Can't you just feel like the song beginning as they're getting ready to like walk out of school for the last time, and then it would really like bust open, like they walk out that door for the final time. That's when it really gets into it, and they're just like leaving that past behind, going to their future. So I just feel like this is a very, like, I don't know, I just could see it in some sort of movie or something or show like that. I'm curating a whole thing, but you know,
curating a whole thing. I love it. I love it. Dave coming in with his rating. Oh, you probably saw that already.
4.2. I did 4.2.
4.2 for Dave.
And-
And Dave likes the Bouncing Souls. So, I know Dave is a Bouncing Souls fan.
I like the name a lot, if I'm being really honest.
Oh, they're great.
This one is just, it's not bad. I wouldn't skip it. But this one's coming in at a 3.4 for me.
Okay, Bouncing Souls, 3.4.
3.4.
Okay, well, it's a great song, but listen, Amanda's graded a little better than mid.
Yeah, a little bit better than mid.
Ian coming saying, sorry, Chris, not my favorite. Would like less bounce, more soul. 3.
Ooh, yeah, love me some soul.
Interesting. Well, how would you guys rate the song So Jersey by the Bouncing Souls on a scale of 1 to 5 records? We'd love to hear from you. All right, here we go. Last song of the day, which is a song that I never heard before, but once again, this is so in Amanda's lane. It's amazing. This is a total Amanda song. Could even be on her Working Through Life playlist, I think.
It feels as if it could.
It feels like as if it could. I am talking about the song Alaska by American singer and songwriter Maggie Rogers. And it was released October 14th, 2016 through Debase Sounds and Capitol Records as a lead single from her EP, Now That Light Is Fading, in 2017. It's probably the most recent song on our playlist.
It is.
And the song was written and produced by Rogers and Doug Shate. And the story of this song is very interesting. Do you know the story, the background of the song?
Yes.
So the song became popular after Maggie Rogers, after she played it for Pharrell Williams at her masterclass held at her school. And his reaction to the song went viral. Therefore, Alaska gained popularity. Guys, this is why you never stop stopping.
Amen.
Unbelievable. She said about the song, the music in a lot of ways reflects this meditative quality I get from hiking and dancing. They're two polar opposite things when you're thinking about them from a distance. With one, you're alone in the middle of nature. The other involves loud music and groups of people. But my experience with both of them in the last 3 years have turned them into a mental health thing, a grounding process. I think about them in the same way. They're in the most ancient primal release. When I had been hiking in summers after Alaska, I had been creating a natural sample bank of bird noises. A good chunk of the rhythm of the song started from me just patting rhythm on my jeans. That sample is the main rhythm. Me snapping in a room. I wanted to make dance music or pop music feel as human as possible. And that is sort of the quick background about the tune. And apparently, she was in her class at NYU. And Pharrell Williams heard the song and freaking loved it and helped her get it out there. Unreal.
All while being mortified that it was even being played in front of like her class.
I know,
which is
right?
so
Completely
funny.
Mortified. Yeah.
Which it just cracks me because sometimes we're so not confident. We're confident in what we do, but the actual reveal in doing it in front of those we're closest to or in front of.
Yeah.
It's so fascinating. But I love the sound of her voice. I just really enjoy the richness of her.
Yeah, very interesting song. I had not heard it before. I didn't know who Maggie Williams was. So this was actually like a nice little treat, to be honest with you. I liked, but this is so your this is so your speed. This is 1,000% an Amanda song. Definite Amanda song.
I was walking through icy streams that took my breath away, moving slowly through westward water over glacial plains, and I walked off you, and I walked off an old me. Oh me, oh my, I thought it was a dream, so it seemed. And now breathe deep, I'm inhaling. You and others stare in between. Leave me be, I'm exhaling.
So,
Back and
all right. So yeah, it's a cute indie pop song. I'm gonna give it that. It's a little bit of a ditty. It's a little bit of a ditty. You know, it's cute. It's cute. I put this in a category of Target pop. You know, I could be in Target and this will come on while I'm, cruising the aisles looking for stuff I don't need to buy but wind up buying anyway. Here's my case of Liquid Death, and then some graphic tee that I don't need but I'm gonna get because it's only like
they know
$9,
how to get us. They know how to get us.
$10 and a pair of cheap sunglasses and like a thing of like tortilla chips, So
That's right.
and then you go up to the cashier and they're like, "What?" I'm like,
The
"No,
Great American Cart.
the Great American Cart." Yeah. And meanwhile, Maggie Rogers Alaska is like bopping, while I'm going. I'm like, it's a cool tune. No, listen, it's a nice lo-fi indie pop song. I think it's good. It is catchy. Not my favorite of the three, but not a bad song. It really isn't. It's a cute song. And sometimes too, when I'm like just looking for like music, but I don't want anything too complicated.
Right.
This could fit in because it's not too layered and like there's just not a lot going on, but there's enough going on to hold my interest.
I would say I would use your phrase that you use, like it's a nice palate cleanser.
Yeah.
For to listen to different music or just to do a reset. It's not complicated.
Yeah, it's not complicated. But I do find the song, while it's cute and lo-fi pop, I mean, it's not anything quote unquote memorable for me. I don't know if it stands out. Okay. But it's not a bad, I don't know. I don't think I would skip it if it came on in a mix, is what I'm saying. I think it'd be like, this is cool, but it's not very memorable.
Do you think your girls know Maggie Rogers?
I don't know. I could ask them.
You should ask them. I'm just curious because it would have been more in there.
Maybe
that when they were a little bit older, but
I would probably say if it's going to be more on anybody's radar, I'll be on my Maddie's radar more than anything.
Sure.
Because Maddie actually listens to a lot of like indie pop stuff. So this might have been on her radar. She listens to a lot of playlists and mixes. So could be on hers.
Dad's got to send it to her.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with what Ian actually has as a rating. And Ian's got a 3.5. That's kind of where I'm feeling too. And he says, Chris, stop buying too much. You're right, Ian. I have stopped, especially over the last month because I barely been able to leave the house. So
True.
Dave coming in with 4.0 for Alaska. 4 records for Dave. Yeah. And he's also saying Maggie Rogers is a kind of Amanda Shires, Sarah Jaffe vibe.
I can feel that.
Yeah.
I can feel. Yeah, it is soulful but popish. There's a lot of layers to it, and throw in some good snaps.
And Ian is also saying here, from the Australian perspective, I do like Maggie Rogers. Her popularity is heightened. I can't speak in Australia when she was mentioned as one of the judges' favorite singers on the Australian Voice.
Interesting.
So, there you go.
Very good. Okay. So we've got a close-ish one. So I come in at 11.5 records today, and you're at 10.7. So last week you were the winner. This week I am the winner of the state songs. Not by much.
You win the Songs About States episode of Songs Swap Showdown.
Neither one of our scores were phenomenal. So we weren't up at anywhere near the 15 records, but that's okay.
That's okay. It's all right. What I will say, the takeaway from this week's show was I didn't know any of your songs this week. None of them.
That's remarkable because I didn't even try to make you not know them this week.
And the only artist I recognized was Marie Osmond.
You gotta get.
I mean, Rosanne Cash, I figured had a relation to Johnny Cash, but I don't really listen to Rosanne Cash. So I was like, I wonder if she's related to Johnny Cash at all.
You gotta dive into some Dan Seals too.
I'm gonna tell you, man. After seeing, I mean, enough. I'm covering enough to make me dive into Dan Seals.
I'm gonna send you some recommendations.
Send me some recommendations. I'd like those.
But what? And I didn't know any of your 3 that you sent to me either. So we have 6 songs today that we shared with each other that no one knew. I think maybe we have some that maybe our listeners didn't know either. So it was a good show. So the wheel spun. It landed on states. We did it. I like it.
We did it. We like it. So you guys let us know. What did you think of today's show? Do you want us to do more state-inspired songs? What other episode themes would you like to see us do? We'd love to hear from you. Let us know in the comments. And of course, over on Spotify, once again, I got the little comment section too. We'd love to hear from you. How would you have rated any of these songs? Were we on the mark? Were we way off the mark? What songs would have made your state songs playlist? We love to hear from you. So with all that being said, everybody, thank you so much for listening and watching to another episode of Song Swap Showdown. Of course, as we always do, we remind you, hit that subscribe button if you're over on YouTube and the little bell so you get notified when we drop episodes and when we go live, which is every Monday, 8 a.m. And if you're listening on any of your podcast platforms, any of your favorite ones, hit that follow button as well. And of course, keep it tuned here to Radio Garden State all day long, where you can listen to Radio Garden State through the web at radiogarden-state.com, through the Odyssey or TuneIn apps, or on any Alexa device as well. Amanda Sharp, any final words before we wrap it up for today?
This is good. Hey, and remember, everybody, I'm talking a little country because of Marie here. But next Monday is Memorial Day. So in observance of that, we will be taking the day off to remember that and also spend time with our family. So no show this coming Monday.
That's right. No Memorial Day show, but we will be back the following week. And,
absolutely.
Ian saying Chris is buying Dan Seal's outfit later today. And, Ian, it's already been ordered. It's all right. I Google Lensed it and sent it to Amazon, and the whole ensemble's been ordered.
Okay. So I think I need to see a picture of you with your face on a Dan Seals outfit.
Done. I'm making it happen. That record cover. Stand by, Amanda.
Yes, please keep an eye on our socials because Chris, I'm sure we'll be posting that later today.
It's happening.
You're welcome, friends.
You are welcome, friends. Yes, thank you very much.
It's so fun.
Yeah. Next week, how about songs that mention other countries? Not a bad idea.
Ooh,
Dave, a back-to-back U.S. states and other countries. I like that. All right.
I think do we just want to say okay? Let's
just say let's do it. I like Dave's suggestion. We Dave spun his own wheel, and so I like that. Songs about other countries. So that'll be our next episode. I love it.
I love it.
All right,
fantastic.
All right, guys. That's enough for us. We will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Everybody have a happy, safe Memorial Day weekend if you're celebrating, and always and remember the true meaning of Memorial Day. Okay, that's we have the holiday here in the States for a reason. So remember that one, and we'll see you guys next time. I guess.
Bye, everyone.
First Monday in June.
Oh,
Whatever
wow.
that is. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Cheers.